Good evening, good afternoon. It's Friday, and you already know why I'm here. The Freaky Rico trial recap sentencing hearing was today, and y'all know how we get down. Like, we comes and we breaks it down at the public opinion court. Y'all have not seen me in a while. I've been over here doing a lot, but today was the day that Diddy was sentenced, and I have to remind y'all of how we got here. Because listen, we've been in this thing since May, going over Diddy's whole case. And today it came to a conclusion. And Diddy got 50 months in federal prison. But let's talk about how he got there, because the last time I spoke to you all on this Diddy situation, I gave you my prediction, and my prediction was I believe that the judge was going to give him 10 years to run concurrent, 5 years to do on probation, and 5 years to do in federal prison. I came up with that based off of the sentencing guidelines. And if you were following today, my sentencing recommendation mirrored what the judge said, that he agreed with probation. Probation hit Diddy with a 27-point recommendation scale, and they go by a point system in the federal prison system, or the federal sentencing guidelines. They go by a point system. And I came in at 28. The judge and probation agreed that 27 is where they were going to land. Now, the feds wanted 135 months. And I said, no, that's not going to happen, even though I feel like Diddy would have deserved 135 months. However, ultimately, the judge went with 4 years and 2 months. I agree, because I initially said 5 years. The only reason why I said 5 years probation is because I do believe that Diddy should be monitored. I do not believe Diddy is going to get out and not continue hit the patterns that he is accustomed to. But that's not my decision. It wasn't my decision. Therefore, I agree with the judge. It was 4 years, 2 months. He only got convicted of sex trafficking under the Mann Act. No, not sex trafficking. He only got convicted of trafficking under the Mann Act for prostitution. So it wasn't going to yield such a high conviction because he doesn't have a criminal history. However, the judge laid into his ass, though. The judge laid into Diddy's ass, because what y'all don't know is Diddy, with his overconfident ass, decided that he was going to book a speaking engagement in Miami for next weekend. Sir, you are in prison. How are you going to book a speaking fucking engagement and you haven't been sentenced yet to know if you're going to be in custody or not? See, those are the things that the judge looked at. The judge said, how fucking dare you think that you're going to come in my courtroom and play these kind of games? No. So in the sentencing, what I explained during my overview is that the court gets to analyze aggravating and mitigating factors. Aggravating is going to increase your sentencing guidelines. Mitigating is going to decrease. Ain't nothing about Diddy's packet decreased it. In fact, probation recommended such a high sentencing because they reviewed, they interviewed, and they did not feel that Diddy was a good candidate to be released. That should tell you a lot. Now, let me just say this, because I haven't done a live breakdown in a while. I usually pre-record because I like to keep everything flowing. However, and also I like to make sure that I don't get distracted by individuals who are in the comments making stupid remarks like D. You see, what D doesn't understand, that as a rape survivor myself, I would never, I don't care if you black, brown, white, green, turquoise, whatever race you are, if you sexually assault a woman, doesn't matter what race you are, you get in the smoke. If that answers your question, since you want to be a smart ass, instead of taking the knowledge and me breaking down what actually happened, you want to get on here and keep that same energy with other races. How about you keep that energy with black men that actually do that to black women? How about that? How about that? How many black women have you saved from men that assault them? How many black women have you spoken up for? How many black women have you protected? Since you want to get on here and tell a black woman what she needs to do, how about you go out and protect? Y'all, excuse me, because when it comes to sexual assault, I plays no games at all. And I plays no games on the men and women side. If a man is sexually assaulted, I give that same energy. I give that same energy. Period. Who raised y'all? Some fucking wild animals. So back to Diddy. When he booked that event, y'all, I'm like, you just think that you can do anything you want to do. And that's what the court brought up. The court brought that up. Probation, when probation goes to that level on an individual that has no criminal history, that is indicative of how the judge is going to ultimately sentence an individual. You always want to start off really low with probation's assessment, because that can be life or death of either you're going to go to the feds or you're going to get released or probation. In this case, the judge looked at the totality of the circumstances of what Diddy had did and decided that he's not a good candidate to be released. So in the sense of it all, there were individuals that were allowed to speak. Diddy's children spoke. His daughters specifically pleaded with the judge to let him out because they have lost their mom, they've lost their father, and they are scared. They were crying. People in the courtroom were crying, including Diddy. However, I would tell you this, those tears did not move me, not one bit, because Diddy did not think about his beautiful daughters when he was out here victimizing women from state to state, from country to country. Unfortunately, they lost the only real parent, and that was Kim Porter, because Diddy has been drug induced their entire life. Diddy has been doing all of these things their entire life. They've never really had a real whole father because he has always been under the influence. So their tears didn't move me. And I'm not saying it didn't move me because they are innocent in this. It didn't move me because the victims of Diddy have to relive what he did to them day in and day out. What about their children? What about their families? What about his employees that he victimized? What about the people he stole from? What about the damage that he's left throughout the decades? So if you got to lose your daddy for a couple of years, so be it. He should have thought about that when he was out here using his money, power, influence, and name to harm others. So when I look at it from his kids' standpoint or point of view, they are lucky that he's locked up. They should be thankful that he's locked up, because that gives them the ability to say, hey, at least we know our daddy not here getting in trouble. At least we know he's not out here harming someone. At least we know he's not out here doing drugs that could lead him to unaliving himself. At least we know he's in a place where we can see him in the future. We can come and visit him. We can talk to him. Maybe this is going to change his life, because he was on a path of destruction. I think it's a blessing that their father is not influencing them in the way that he has for all these years. And they get to make these decisions and grow and become adults, because they are adults. Unfortunately, they've lost their mom, the only real parent that they've had. So they're going to be just fine. There are kids that's out here that is parentless, and they are doing just fine. Is it going to be fucking hard? Absolutely. The reality when you don't have your parents is a hard fucking reality. But I believe that their mother instilled and provided so many valuable lessons to those beautiful twins. I wholeheartedly believe that their mother is going to make sure that they are just fine. Their guardian angel is probably protecting them each and every, not probably, is protecting them. They don't need that man. Unfortunately, that's their father. They have a monster for a father. And they have more than enough resources and people to make sure that they're going to be so amazing. They are beautiful models. They are going to have a wonderful, prosperous career. And they don't need to have the clout or the clouds of their father's sin surrounding them right now. Not at this stage of where they are actually becoming sufficient, as well as they are climbing in the ranks of the industry that they're going in. So I am Ken, are you saying that I need a moderator because we have so many negative demonic spirits in the chat? Because I agree with you. I agree. We have some negative demonic spirits in the chat. But I'm not concerned about his sons. I really don't give two rocks pieces of shit about them, because they got their own cases and their own issues that they need to settle because they was attached to this demon. I really don't care. Go cry in the fucking closet because you were out here allegedly doing the same thing that your father was doing. So that's the letter. After they made their statement, his lawyer, Westmoreland, got up there crying for no fucking reason. Just fucking embarrassing. Why are you crying? Are you on your period? That's the only reason you up there crying and emotional about a man that don't give two shits about women. Is that the issue? That's what I said. I was like, girl, why is you up there crying? Is you on your cycle? Y'all act like this man going away forever. This man got off on the biggest charges. Why are you fucking crying? Um, um, yeah, from Shannon Sharp to Diddy, it never changes. Women are. I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, I agree. I think when it comes to black men, y'all can say whatever y'all want to say to me, but when it comes to black men, when they get that money and they think that, you know, white is right and black is whack, they get showed exactly why black is right. And so and I really feel like black men that get empowered, they go back into slavery and say, oh, we used to couldn't have these type of relationships, but now that we can because we got money. And then they take your ass to the bank. So after Westmoreland was up there crying for no fucking reason, I'm like, girl, stop embarrassing black women right now with all that stupid crying. That man ain't, y'all act like that man ain't coming home. He coming home. He just standing there because the judge needs him to see you are in your 50s being a predator, being a menace, being a nuisance. You have been blessed to have a career that you make millions off of. And this is what you choose to do? No, go sit your ass down. Go sit your ass down in that cell and get your shit together, because you, unlike any other prisoner in there, you have the opportunity to come out and still have millions in your bank account. Who was crying over Diddy? Westmoreland, the black defense attorney up in there crying. She had to be hormonal, because ain't no way you in there crying over a man that did what he did. Girl, be for real. And the fact that Westmoreland is a victim of SA. Westmoreland is tied to a lawsuit. I believe she filed against Cash Money back in the early 2000s because she was at a studio and said she had got assaulted. And so instead of the person, she sued the record label, even though it got dismissed. So I'm like, girl, you sit up here crying over a man that actually did something that happened to you? Get out of here. Get out of here. He did a lot. And the judge recognized that. So after she was up there crying a river, Steele, y'all, let me tell you what Steele did. I believe so. I believe that's why she was crying, triggered from trauma. That was a trauma-induced triggering moment. I agree. That is a good observation. A great observation. So Steele gets up there, y'all. Y'all know Steele is animated. Y'all know how he did in the YSL trial when he said YSL is for, it doesn't stand for Young Slime Life, it stands for something else. I forgot what it was, but this man had the fucking audacity to get in that courtroom and say that Diddy is a civil rights leader. Steele got up and said that Diddy is a civil rights leader. Since when did Diddy become a fucking civil rights leader? When did he march with Martin Luther King? When did he march with Jesse Jackson? When did he march with Al Sharpton? I don't recall. I don't recall that he's a part of the NAACP. I don't recall he's a part of the National Action Network. I don't recall he's a part of Black Lives Matter. I don't recall any civil rights he's ever done. That's why I said I am, when I create content about white people be lying, why do white people be fucking lying for no reason? Why did you get your ass up there and lie and play in our ancestors' face like that? That man literally said Diddy is a part of the civil rights. Get the out of our face with that, sir. You don't get to bring your ass up there and lie on our ancestors and the real leaders of this world who is not out here causing damage, but was out here doing good. That man ain't donating nothing to the damn civil rights movement. Talking about he a civil rights leader. When he got inducted and recognized as a civil rights leader. This will be happening when white people be lying for no fucking reason. When he changed his name to Brotherly Love, that's civil right. That's the civil rights name. That's the civil rights name. That's funny. But after Steele did that, I was literally done. I was like, y'all really not finna come up here and be a pure ass joke. You got homegirl over here crying. You got Steele talking about he a fucking civil rights leader. Then he get his ass up and don't take accountability at all. He only apologized to one woman. He didn't apologize to Cassie. He only apologized to Jane. He didn't acknowledge anything that he fucking did. You know, I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, West, and say that vote or die or rock the vote. No, I couldn't. I couldn't do it. So after you got them two, then Diddy gets up and he makes his statement. Let me read it to y'all. Let me read it so that y'all can see the stupidity. He says, I apologize to Jane for bringing you in this mess. I would like to apologize for the disgusting video that triggered people. I apologize to all victims of domestic violence, not victims of rape. Or y'all know, of grape. Because, YouTube will. I knew better. I needed help, but I didn't get it. My faith taught me better. I'm not this larger than life person. I'm just a human being trying my best. I lost my freedom and the opportunity to raise my children and be there for my mother. I lost all my businesses. I hate myself for that now. I have been stripped down to nothing. I want to apologize to my 7 children. I'm so sorry. You deserve better. To my mother, I feel you taught me better. I let down my community. I wanted to show that we could take care of our own problems. I got lost. I'm not this bad person. I'm sorry to my community. I let y'all down. People can change. I know I've changed. Sometimes you have to go through life experiences. There are more excuses. I can't change the past, but I can change the future. I beg your honor for mercy to be a father again, to be a son again, a leader in the community again, to get the help I need. I don't want to let God down. I have no one to blame but myself. I know I will never put my hands on another person again. I'm willing to comply with any condition. Me sharing my story is not a scheme to get less time. This is a story. This story is tragic. If your honor gives me a chance to share my story, this will have a positive impact. This man apologized to Jane but did not acknowledge Cassie. When the judge got hold of him, he turned him every way but fucking loose. And I told y'all, that judge was irritated with Diddy. He was sick of Diddy. Diddy was in there doing everything. The judge said, you did not take accountability for the actions that you caused. He said, I believe everything that they said. You did that to them. Everything. You caused is you use your money, your power, your influence to manipulate these women, to control these women, to exploit these women. And you came in here, you took no accountability. Even the things that you were doing when you were being investigated, you were still committing crimes. The day before you got locked up, you was in a drug-induced freak off. He told the government, he said 135 months is too much. He told the defense 14 months. Stop, don't play in my face. He said under no circumstances was Diddy going home because he had not learned his lesson. And if he was to let him out, he was going to continue on to that behavior. And you see, this is a really tough subject to talk about because you get these misogynistic men in the comments and praise men who have harmed women, who have sexually assaulted women. And y'all get y'all misogynistic asses in these comments and continue to perpetuate a behavior that y'all should not be promoting. In fact, y'all should be promoting that men understand that no means no. And stop putting women in position to have to say no. And the same for women. But it says a lot about these men in these comments that I question, have you done it to a woman? And you think it's okay? Have you been a pedophile? Have you slept with someone underage to where you feel comfortable to continue to dehumanize and blame victims? Oh, she wanted it. No, she didn't. She said no. And you still did it. I pray y'all don't have daughters. Because if y'all had daughters and y'all get in these comments and y'all talk like that and y'all allow this kind of behavior, shame on y'all. Y'all are so... I can talk about white men all day because they have a tendency to play with little boys and molest little girls. But when it comes to these black men, y'all are fucking sick. Disgusting. And y'all need to be castrated for the way that y'all think that women can be victims. We are not so quick to demonize our own people. If that was the case, well, I don't know if you're talking about me. So let me not even go there. That's what the judge said. The judge said he didn't say he was a coon, but the judge alluded that he had no dignity, no respect, no remorse till he got caught. And if he wasn't caught, he would have still been doing it till now and threatening women. He did allude to that. The judge did allude to that. Yes, that's what I've heard. And I'm gonna just tell you this. Do millions bring out a different level of yes? Well, don't say you broke. I didn't even see that part. But I would tell you this, it does. And it's very scary and it's very disgusting. And women, I'm going to just give you a disclaimer. Just because a man is wealthy in his bank account don't mean he's wealthy up here. Just because a man is wealthy in his bank account does not mean he's wealthy up here. So it may look good on the outside, but on the inside, it's fucking rotten as can be. Baby, you better keep, if the man broke, y'all can build up together. Do not suffer because of a man's bank account when you can live and grow with a man and expand with a man that treats you with respect, that respects you, protects you, makes you feel safe, loves you, takes care of you, grows with you, prays with you. Not the ones that are demons because they got money and they can treat you any kind of way. Just saying. Stay away from the wealthy trash ass men. Victims of abuse are often abused by people they trust. So the judge basically, and I agree with the judge because the judge followed the law. The judge did not overreach. The judge used his legal discernment. The judge was not influenced. The judge looked at the fact that this man has no criminal history. However, he's not above the fucking program. He's about to do something. So let me see what other since Diddy has been sentenced. Before I go into that, let me tell you what changed, what could have helped Diddy. Diddy kept playing in that judge face. Diddy kept playing in that judge face. That last attempt with that appeal was not good because you are literally saying that the judge had made procedural errors and he didn't. Because that was his one last shot to not take accountability. Hey, take your fucking shot. You paying these lawyers millions and millions of dollars, but you're not fucking taking accountability. And that's what the judge said. He said, I believe you did everything that you did to them women and what them women got in their stand and said, that was not made up. and you still ain't took accountability. If Diddy would have taken accountability, he probably will be out by next year, because he probably would have got the 14 months if he would have showed remorse. If he wasn't back, he was still in there tampering with witnesses. And what I mean by that, you have Gina. Gina dodged and hid from the government, knowing she was supposed to testify. I'm just saying, if he would have showed remorse and he would have stayed out of doing shit behind the scenes that he kept getting caught, like booking gigs for next weekend, Diddy would not be in there that much longer. So his property since he's been sentenced, the government is going to seize Star Island 1 and Star Island 2. They're going to seize the jet. They're going to seize the Beverly Hills home. Anything that was connected, like the business bank accounts that are connected to the Mann Act charges, they are going to seize. So the fight is not over for Diddy. Diddy has civil battles still. He's going to lose his property. They have a mountain of civil cases that are still pending. And I would say this, because if I was Jane, I would go and file my civil suit against him, because all she has to do is file her civil suit. She does not have to show that he's liable, because he has been convicted of the Mann Act charge that she is the alleged victim or presumed victim. All she has to do is go and file that lawsuit in California, take the judgment from the Mann Act. He will have to pay her. All she has to prove is damages. She do not have to go through a long, drawn-out trial. All she got to prove is damages. That's an easy case for her. And I would do it. I'm just saying, I would take it. I would do it. Listen, y'all. Oh, and on my Instagram, y'all, because listen, since people think I'm biased, hold on. Since people think I'm biased, I am on their fucking necks about them Epstein files. So if y'all think that this is just a black thing, no. Release them fucking files. And that the video that I posted, I said at the end, it's time to release the fucking files, because I know those files consist of these dirty politicians, federal prosecutors, federal judges, regular judges, regular lawyers, doctors, nurses, wealthy people, world leaders. That list needs to come out, because y'all, we don't got this distraction of Diddy no more. Release the fucking Epstein files. It's time to release them, because I know y'all nasty ass politicians, them nasty ass wealthy people, all are on that list from doing what they were doing to them little kids. That's all I'm gonna say. Release them damn files. Y'all got Diddy. Y'all got him. Bring out the white ones. And I know within the white ones, and people are, going to say something. It's the reason why them files are not being released is because it is so many powerful people on that list. Hmm. I know. Mm-hmm. Just like those Republicans earlier this year, the LGBTQ community said either if you don't protect our rights, we are coming out of the woodworks to let the world know all y'all down low. Y'all in these fake ass whitewash marriages. Y'all are pretending to be non-bi, but I'm at your house playing House of Cards with you every night. Your wife ain't there. So I'm on their ass about these files, y'all. All my content that's coming up is about these files. And y'all better be posting about them damn files. Release the files. Because I need to see these dirty people. I need to know who these people are because y'all were going to Epstein's Island. They unalived that man. You mean the women? You mean the women? But I'm ready because it's about to get real spicy. And I will tell you like this, if you want to censor me, I'm not in the season of censorship. I'm going to cuss. I'm going to talk. I'm not playing with these people. When it comes to us, I'm not playing about us. I'm putting belted ass on every piece of content because they in Chicago right now shaking us down to take us to fucking ICE. Us, the ones that built this country, the ones that put inventions into this country, the ones that took care of this country, the ones that put this country on our back, the ones that were discriminated against, taken from. Taking us to ICE in Chicago, you take me to fucking ICE. You better be ready to take me to Ghana, because that's where I'm going. I'll go home. I don't. Y'all should have left us there anyway. Oh yeah, we have 71 people that is online right now on this particular space. Please make sure you are liking and subscribing to the channel. Please, 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 please. I forgot to say that because I just been in one of those modes because I haven't done a live in 2 months, y'all. 2. Whew. But I've been on my TikTok, the public opinion court _ my Instagram is right on the screen. I'm actually going to fan base at 7 so that I can do my live recap on there. Oh, Queen, I'm sorry. What question? I don't see no Queen. I don't see no question. Oh, does he get time served? No. Oh, wait. He gets credit for the 1 year he's been in. Yes. So he gets credit for the 1 year that he's been in, which means that he has 3 years and a month left to do. I'm so sorry, girl. Like, I was like, wait, my bad, sis. Biden administration had 4 years to alter or delete the Epstein files. Listen, what I had heard was allegedly that one of, them Clintons may or may not be. That's what I had heard, but I don't know. But that's allegedly. I know somebody got 34 felonies. I know them. They got 34 felonies and not in jail and is out here causing all this havoc and trying to deport us. Do he not know what we gonna do? Because I think they had something to do with that CK guy. If you really want to be real, that was a scheme that they had set up. But I'm on their ass. Y'all best believe I'm on their ass. And if y'all want to witness me being on their ass, y'all better be following these me on the platform. Because it's up. Me, it's up. I'm just but make sure y'all like, subscribe. Listen, I know it's been a while. I promise I would not be that long again. What I'm going to do is have one weekly show where I talk about all of the news, what's going on, be more consistent so that y'all can get the tea. Because y'all know I'm going to give it to you. See, you not scared. Girl, I'm scared for you because I don't like it. I really don't. It really pisses me off because when you look at the Black and brown community, without us, this country would not be where it is because they lazy ass ain't doing nothing. They can't even think straight. They can't even process a fucking thought without us. They can't build shit without us. They can't create shit without us. They can't cook shit without us. They can't drive shit without us. They can't do shit without us. They can't even breathe without us. If we really want to be fucking for real, this country would not be this country if it was not for African Americans and Hispanics. And now the Jewish community want to be considered a minority race. Yeah, I'm hot. I'm pissed. But yeah, this is the only time that I agree with Candace Owens and in support of what she's doing, because I wholeheartedly believe that they set that man up and they did what they had did, because he was about to be like, call a spade a fucking spade. No, I don't support the rhetoric. I would never support the rhetoric. I don't agree with what happened to him. I don't think it was right that we had to witness that. I don't think it was right for him to have to lose his life. I still don't agree with how he lived his life when he was attacking us, the Black and brown community. And listen, there is not one white person that scares me. There is not one white person that is smarter than me. There's not one white person that can outdo me in any fucking thing. And that's what they're afraid of. And if we stop being afraid to live in our creative purpose, and we support each other, like supporting technology and apps like Fanbase, that's the only non-censored Black-owned technology space. If we are not supporting people like Native Pod, The Root is now Black-owned again. We have Roland Martin's platform. We have Don Lennon's. We have Joy Reid. If we are not supporting if we're not supporting platforms like Real Life, my platform, the Public Opinion Court, who is going to continue to push the narrative for us and bring us onto the journey, then we are going to continue to be picked apart. If y'all are not on fan base and investing in fan base, by the time, because TikTok finna go, and that algorithm is not going to be the same. We got to build our own spaces so they can control our voices, because they are suppressing our voices as we speak. As we speak. I'm looking at my content and I know which content is being suppressed. And I don't give a fuck, because I'm still going to talk my shit. Who going to stop me? They not God. Supporting Black-owned businesses, collaborating with each other. Stop thinking that we in competition with each other. We ain't in competition with each other. We're in competition to be the best versions that our ancestors created. I love collaborating with Black people. My best trials in litigation was when I had a Black person next to me. We kicked ass. I would never stop collaborating with us. We just got to get more organized and more effective and stop thinking that we are competition. That's my rant, y'all. Y'all got any questions? Y'all want to know anything? The only person I have loyalty to is, I agree. When I tell you my relationship with God within this last year and some change has been OMG. TikTok had everything to do with the Jews. The Jews are buying up all media platforms. They're buying up so that they can control. That's why what y'all don't understand, let me give y'all a business lesson from BYOB, my business consulting firm, where I help business owners properly form and protect their business. Let me give y'all some game. Right now is a very pivotal time for Black and brown, with making sure your business is properly formed, making sure it's structured. Because when you own it, they can't control it. The content you create makes you a media company yourself. If you are creating long form, short form, any kind of form of video content, you are a director, a producer, a production company, and you post it, why are you not doing that as a business for yourself? And why are you not collaborating with the Black and brown community to put it on platforms where people look like you? Watching TV is neither here nor there anymore. Nobody's watching TV. They're streaming. Why are you not putting it out there? That's my time, y'all. I really enjoyed coming back to see y'all. I know y'all see me with my new hair. I got a wig on. I don't got them braids. Baby, the wig season is back. And I'm so happy about that. But like I said, make sure you are liking, make sure you are subscribing, make sure you're following hold on, let me put it up for y'all. My social media platforms. There it is. There it goes. Screenshot it. Do whatever. See me at one of them or all of them. But I also have my self-titled book, Shut Up and Prosecute, that you can order on Amazon. It is depicting my life as a former prosecutor, the corruption of it all, the disgusting behavior that I highlight and I break down and I expose, because the time is now. We got to start putting belt to ass on these fake ass leaders. So, hold on, let me do my outro. Y'all have an amazing, amazing evening. And until next time, I will see y'all later.